Welcome to this video where I'm going to be sharing with you 3 reasons why you're not attracting clients on social media. So good to have you here live or on the replay. Always good to have you join me. I'm here every Wednesday at 8 p.m. and it's always good to connect with people that are new. If you're new, give me a hello and let me know. If you're a regular, let me know that you are one of the loyal people that always turn up. It's so good to have you here. So here's the thing. Social media is an incredible place to get clients. It really is, because your ideal clients are hanging out on social media right now, right? But on the flip side, social media is a place of distraction where people are pulled in all different directions. Your competitors are on social media. People that are following your competitors are on social media. People are pulled in so many ways on social media. It is designed to distract us and get us to keep scrolling and look at something new and be overly stimulated all the time. So it's really challenging to get people to actually stay engaged and maintain engagement with us, right? So yes, it's an amazing way to get clients if you know how to do it properly, if you know what you're doing. And people that don't know what they're doing, they waste a lot of time. They create these big long posts and they spend so much time creating them and they don't produce anything. And then they get frustrated. They think, oh, is this even worth it? Maybe Facebook's the problem, or maybe I'm the problem, or maybe my coach is the problem, or that article I read is wrong. And people get very confused and very overwhelmed. Maybe you've felt like this, where you've been posting on social media, but it hasn't really been working for you. And so there's definitely a right way to do it and a wrong way to do it. And really, it's an effective way and an ineffective way to do it. And once you know the effective ways to do it, social media can really work for you instead of against you. And instead of being a massive time waster, where you create something and you spend all this time on it and it doesn't work, you can use it to actually build relationships, build connections, and take people off social media and onto your real estate. I spoke about this recently on one of my social media posts, where social media, people who are super successful and are doing well and are getting clients from social media, it's not because they've built their business entirely on social media, but because they've learned how to actually engage people and get them off social media onto their real estate, right? So social media is not our real estate. We don't own it. We're just visitors, really. But when you get people onto your landing pages, your single web pages, your funnels, so you get people onto a landing page, they opt in, they go into your funnel, they go onto your email list, then you can continue to market to them, build value, build trust, and nurture people, because people are all on a journey towards the solution that you offer. I was just sharing in my Amplify Your Influences in a Circle group that I have every Wednesday night as well, that the client journey, 3% of people are actually ready to buy, right? So there's only a very small percentage of people that are ready to make that leap. A lot of people, they need to know more about you. They're very aware of their problem, but they don't know what's causing their problem. They don't know what some of the potential solutions to that problem could be. And you need to take them along this journey rather than just taking people from being completely unaware to making them an offer. So there's all these stages in between that we need to understand. But I'm going to talk about 3 reasons in this video why your social media may not be working for you. So good to see you here. Hey, Caroline, nice to see you. Philip, enjoying your talk. Awesome. Thanks, Philip. So nice to see you here. There's a few others of you on here. I'd love it if you just pop in the chat box. Are you a regular to these Facebook Lives, or is this your first one? I'd love to know, kind of how to pitch it to you, what level you're at, because all of you are at different levels in your journey of client attraction. But I'm going to dive into the content. So keep talking to me in the chat box, because I love hearing from you. So many people with social media are so busy trying to gather numbers and gather followers and gather likes that they forget to really take the time to develop and craft incredible content. And so in order to attract new clients, you need to be able to create really incredible content. And to create incredible content, you need to understand who you're creating content for in detail. You need to be able to walk in their shoes. You need to be able to build rapport with them, understand them so intimately and specifically, so you're speaking their language. A lot of people, there's a big disconnect between them and their clients, where it's almost like they're shouting at them from the top of this hole going, hey, life is amazing up here, come on up. And the person's like, I'm stuck in this hole. It's really horrible and hard down here. You don't get me. You're all the way up there. So what we need to first of all do is be able to actually attract them. And to attract them, we need to be able to build rapport with them by getting them to realize that we understand them. So the first reason why you're not attracting clients on social media is that you don't know how to effectively attract the right people. By meeting them where they're at, by diving into the hole with them and sitting with them in the hole and speaking to their specific pain points in their language, and then adding massive value to them. Maybe you're going to help them while they're in the hole until they actually pay you to help them get out of it. Maybe you're going to provide a whole lot of free content to help them start to climb out of that hole, and then your paid offer gets them all the way through. But your content needs to help them and meet them right where they're at. So the first step is attraction. So remember, on social media, the first step is attracting people, is actually stopping the scroll. And we do this by using their keywords. We do this by, we don't need to sing and dance and be all crazy. It's about actually just relating to them where they're at. That's how you attract people. Remember that social media is designed to have pop-ups and like stimulation and all this. So we're always fighting that. So if you want to attract them, you've really got to get inside their head and speak their language and build rapport with them. So you attract them by speaking their language, and then you start planting seeds in their mind that there's a solution, that it's not as hard as they think, that you start kind of bringing it top of mind, their problem, what it's costing them, what are the consequences if they don't change, what are the benefits if they do change. All right, so that's that attraction piece. Because remember, people are always looking to solve their problems. They're always looking for value. They're not really wanting to find out about you. I know that sounds funny, but it's really not about you. It's about how you can help them. And the best way to show people that you can help them is by actually helping them. I know that sounds a bit funny, but it's a saying by Frank Kern. He's one of the greatest marketers in the world, and he says the best way to prove to someone that you can help them is to actually give them some value that actually helps them, because then they'll go, oh, she knows what she's doing, he knows what he's doing. So think about, what is the consequences of them not paying attention to you? What are the consequences? So this is so crucial that you get good at attraction. First of all, they don't even know what you're all about. They don't see how good you are. Even if you do have amazing value, if you're not able to attract them, then they're on to the next person. The second thing you need to know how to do is hold their attention. So there's no point attracting them if you can't hold on to it. If people jump on your Facebook Lives and jump straight off again because you're not really giving value, you're not understanding where they're coming from, then you're just a scroll away, right? So if your posts aren't speaking directly to someone's pain points and directly to help them with what they're struggling with at that time, you can't kind of maintain their attention. You have to have their attention from start to finish. Like if you're going to do a Facebook Live, you need to know that what you're sharing is going to engage people because you understand that person. The reason I know that I can share on this Facebook Live every week is because I'm talking to clients every day and I'm listening to what they're saying. I'm listening to their problems that they're sharing with me, and then I'm designing content based on that. I'm not just kind of plucking it out the air. I'm not sitting down and just researching and regurgitating other people's stuff. This is based on real life conversations that I have with people on a day-to-day basis. I've got 22 clients this week. And so all of these conversations that I have with people all the time, because I'm a full-time coach, is what feeds into my content. So in order to maintain someone's attention, it's all about them um, feeling like you get them, feeling like you get it. You've struggled as well, and you've found a solution, and you've walked yourself out of it, you've walked other people out of it, out of that hole, and now you can help them do it. So people need a lot of information because they need that from you in order to build the trust. The challenge is that because there's so much competition and so much distraction on social, they need more time with you. Like, they actually need more time with you. So we need to be able to pull people off social media in order for them to get more time with you, so they can actually make a decision, potentially a buying decision for them to work with you. But on the other hand, it's tricky to actually hold their attention. So social media is not the place to rely on to sign up clients. We've got to get good at knowing how to pull people off, and that means learning a whole heap of other skills, namely being able to present, being able to run events, being able to set up funnels and marketing and technology, so that you can actually take control and you're not relying on social media posts. If you have a Facebook business page, about 1% of people on that business page will see your posts. 1%. And they're the ones that just see it, let alone actually engage it with it or take action on it. If you've got a personal page and you post about business on there, Facebook doesn't like it. Certainly you can't post external links on there. So how do you actually use social media to get people to see your stuff and engage with you, and how do you get them to have attention? It's very difficult only using social media. So that is a big challenge, is to not just rely on social media to get clients. A lot of people think, oh, I'll just pop up these posts on Instagram and I'll get clients. It usually doesn't work. The third reason that you're not getting clients is because you need to be able to inspire people to take action. So you actually need to have the skill of influence and influencing someone to be able to take action. Amateurs teach just everything they know, or they just think of something and they just share it. Whereas professionals, or people that know what they're doing and know how to attract clients, know how to actually sign up clients, they create curiosity. So they get curiosity in the person's mind. They know how to hook them because they have skills in understanding the subconscious mind, understanding the psychology of human behavior and decision making. That's how we understand that attraction and that attention and that ability to influence someone to take action. So it's not just about, oh, I'm just going to share a topic. It's so much more than that. There's so much more that goes into it. If you imagine the iceberg, and the surface level is, oh, if I show up and share content, I'm going to get clients. Well, that very rarely works if you haven't looked deep below the surface about, okay, what loops am I going to open in their mind in order to build curiosity? How am I going to overcome their objections through my content? How am I going to overcome their limiting beliefs? How am I going to take them on that journey? Because the people that see you, only 3% are ready to buy. So all those other people, there's a percentage of people that will never buy from you. You just ignore those, forget those. But there's a percentage of around 60% of people that potentially could buy from you, and they're the ones that we need to educate. And we need to be able to use skill of understanding human psychology, the subconscious mind, why people do what they do, human behavior, to actually get them to move along that client journey, to understand the problem they've got, understand what's causing that problem, understand what are their potential solutions, and then understand that your product, your offer, maybe your coaching package is the thing that's going to be the best thing for them. This gap here requires some really well thought out content. And we've got to be able to get people to actually sit and consume the content. So people relying on social media are constantly disappointed because literally your post could just be gone in a scroll. You can spend all this time and effort creating something, people don't consume it, they don't convert, and then you can feel like, what's wrong with me? My content's no good. I must be not good. So you'll either blame yourself, like I mentioned, or you'll blame the method, or you'll blame Facebook. So this is why you need a structure, and you need the skills, and you need that understanding of human psychology, of keeps people hungry for more. You need to be able to speak to the subconscious mind, and you get this by understanding your ideal clients so well. And for a lot of you that are still waiting for your first paid client, you need to have a lot of sessions where you just get really good at understanding people, understanding your ideal clients so well that you know the language to use on social media that attracts them, really holds their attention, and then inspires and influences them to actually take action. So, I mean, I've done hundreds and hundreds of discovery calls, of strategy sessions, and that's where I formed the content. That's where I created my online course and created my program and all my events. I've run over 100 online events now, and that content has been formed by just so many conversations, being willing to give and give and give and give time until I got paid clients. Because I'd go through all my coaching notes, and I've got boxes and boxes of notebooks of coaching notes where I wrote down people's limiting beliefs and problems and looked for patterns, and it takes work, you know. It's not, I'll just post on social media and I'll get clients. Obviously it doesn't work that way. Gaynor says, I'm a regular. Hello, yes you are. Hello, good morning in the UK. Hey David, how you doing? So good to see you. Hi Cynthia. Hello. All right, so I'll just recap that again. So the first reason why you're not attracting clients on social media is maybe your inability to attract people by using the correct language, by using the skill of being able to hook people in, by understanding them, by meeting them where they're at and providing massive value. Number two is the inability to hold people's attention. It's very tricky to hold people's attention on social media. And when people don't know how to attract the right people, maintain their attention for a period of time in order to educate them so they move through that buyer's journey from, you know, unaware all the way through to aware of the solution, the problem, the consequence, the costs of not acting. And then the third one is being able to inspire them to actually take action. So attraction, attention, holding their attention, and action, the 3 A's. Those are the things that are going to be able to help you get clients. So how do you actually do this? What do you do? I mean, I've talked about how challenging it is, but what is the solution? How do you actually get clients if this is so challenging? And I'm going to share with you how you overcome these 3 problems in next week's video. So I hope I've got you thinking in this video. There's probably a lot here that you can start thinking about and start to think, how can I hook people in more? How can I meet them where they're at more? Build rapport, use their language, get in the hole with them. Make sure that you're speaking to your ideal client, you really understand them, you're getting in their shoes before you actually try and just post topics, you know, oh, I'll just post this topic about how to XYZ. So you're just doing content for content's sake, but not understanding, okay, I've got to evoke curiosity, I've got to hook them in, I've got to really talk to them about the consequences of not acting, the cost of not overcoming their problem. I've got to talk about all the potential solutions and why my solution is the best. So next week, I'm going to be sharing with you the one thing that I recommend that solves all of these problems, the thing that that has been the game changer for me in my business and has grown my business to a 6-figure coaching business, full-time working from home and having pretty much fully booked with clients now. So I'm going to share with you what that actually is. So watch out for that. It's next Wednesday at 8 p.m. Sydney time. We'll be on daylight savings by then. So if you're in another country, you might have to just adjust that. And also watch out for my social media posts, because I'm going to be unpacking this a little bit on social and also on email. Because it's something that I'm very passionate about. I've talked to a lot of people over the last week who are very frustrated that they're not attracting clients. And when I ask them what they're doing, social media is pretty much their only strategy. And it's going to be really tricky for you if you only have social media as a strategy to market yourself. So if you're not on my email list, drop me a PM and just let me know, and I'll add you to that, because I send out weekly client attraction strategies, usually once a week, sometimes twice a week. So just PM me or drop the words email me below. Just pop that down into the comment. Just put email me and I'll add you to the list. And I'll also send you the link so that you can jump on the Facebook Live. Like I send out a reminder of that also every week. So jump on that if you haven't already. But thanks again for joining me. It was such a pleasure to connect with you. Philip says, well stated, Kat. Think before acting and talking. Great idea. You are welcome. Awesome. Thanks, everybody. Have a beautiful evening or day if you're watching this, or if you're watching